When you have your own business, it can be hard to create the work-life balance many people only dream of creating. Although having your own business sounds like you're in control of how much and how often you work, you may hear otherwise from many small business owners. Are they working long hours? And do you need to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to be successful? If not, how many hours do you need to put in as a small business owner to achieve success in your small business? Believe it or not, the most important part of this question is really how you define success in your small business. Every business owner has their own opinion about what success means in their small business. But once you have that definition and you know what your successful business looks like, you'll be able to create your work schedule around it. You'll also notice a big difference in the number of hours a startup business owner works in contrast to a more seasoned business owner. Today, I'm covering many aspects of work-life balance and how many hours you should be working to reach the success you're looking for in your small business. I'm talking about the many differences there can be to each individual business and how your family life will have an impact as well. Listen in and see if you're working the right number of hours in your small business, whether you're just starting your small business, you're a solopreneur, entrepreneur, small business owner, virtual online bookkeeper, or virtual assistant. You're listening to the Mastering Your Small Business Finances podcast, where we get straight to the point on topics that ultimately affect your bottom line. That's right, as an entrepreneur with a small business, money management, growth, marketing, they all affect your bottom line. I'm your host, Chris Ponick. I'm a certified public accountant, and I've been helping small business owners like you navigate and easily understand these complicated topics for over 25 years. I'm a wife, a mom, a grandmother, and a small business owner myself, so I know your time is valuable. In my free time, I make the best sugar cookies and have mastered an amazing chocolate chip cookie recipe. And that's not just my opinion. You're in the right place. I promise your time will be well spent here. Each week, you'll gain confidence and clarity while making a successful impact on your business and grow your bottom line. Get comfy, grab a cookie, and let's get straight to the point with this week's episode. Are you looking for a computerized software solution to do your bookkeeping? I highly recommend checking out QuickBooks Online. I've been using QuickBooks myself for over 20 years, and they really know how to streamline processes and make your bookkeeping and recording your transactions simple and easy. QuickBooks is one of the top software solutions used by small business owners, and I would say that over 95% of my clients are currently using QuickBooks for their businesses. One of the features most of my clients and I take advantage of is the option to set up bank feeds. You simply link your bank account to your QuickBooks account, and QuickBooks will automatically import each transaction into your QuickBooks file. You'll save a ton of time not having to manually enter each of these transactions. You simply review each of the transactions and make sure they're getting recorded to the appropriate account, and then click one button and they're in. Want to know more? Head over to financialadventure.com/QuickBooks and learn how you can save 50% off of your first 3 months. Welcome back. If someone told you exactly how many hours you needed to work in your small business to be successful, and you followed their advice, do you think your business would achieve the success you were hoping for? You could talk to 50 different successful business owners to find out just how many hours they work in their business, and you would probably get 50 different answers. Why is this? Well, it all depends on the type of business, your definition of success, your family obligations, and even what you're working on when you say you're putting in the hours in your business. We're going to jump in and go over these variables to help you decide just how many hours you should be working in your business to achieve the success you're looking for. First, let's start off by finding out if your business is full-time or part-time. Do you need this business to be successful to support yourself and your family, as it's the only income stream that you'll be receiving? If this is your main area of income, you'll find yourself working more hours in your business and the success of your business will be more important than ever. This business is your livelihood, and you will more than likely find yourself working far more hours than if it's a part-time business. You'll have more hours available to do the work since you will not already have a certain number of hours you're spending at working at another job. If it's a part-time business, you may find you need to work additional hours outside of your normal 9-to-5 job. This can be tricky to maneuver as well since you have less available hours. Next, let's take a look at your family life. Do you have a spouse, partner, and maybe even children? You'll want to make sure you find time for these people that matter the most to you and make sure you're spending the appropriate amount of time with them. When you communicate with your family and friends about the times you can spend with them, it will not only help you keep your work-life balance in check, but they will also know when they can expect your full attention. When you're just starting a small business, you may need to let them know that this new venture will be taking up a lot of your time, but in the future, this should be able to change. Talk about how these sacrifices will benefit everyone in the long run. Open communication will be very important to ensuring everyone understands the pressure and stress you may be feeling without adding additional stress from your family and friends on top of the stress you may be seeing with your small business. This also may mean that in order for you to get everything you want to get done on a daily basis, you may need to get up early or stay up late to allow you the special moments that you want to spend with your family and friends. By setting up strict family time or hours you can spend with your loved ones, you'll be able to plan your days much more efficiently and reach the work-life balance you're striving for. Being your own boss means having freedom to do what you want, and it can be very rewarding. This is the main reason most people start their own businesses. When you're spending time working in your business, you want to make sure you're doing everything you can to be the most efficient. Find out when you do your best work. Do you work better in the morning, or are you more of a night owl? Either way, you want to make sure that you capitalize on your most effective working hours. Schedule your most important and highest priority work during these hours. If you find yourself overworked and you're not able to get all of your work done throughout the day, it may be time to start thinking about delegating work or outsourcing. You definitely don't want to continue hustling until you reach the stage of burnout. Know when you have reached your limit and when you should get additional help. Your first step may be to hire a virtual assistant to help you with any repetitive or administrative tasks. A bookkeeper could also take over your financial tasks and allow you to have timely and accurate financial information so that you're able to make smart business decisions. You may find that the virtual assistant and bookkeeper are able to help you streamline your processes, allowing you to get more work done. They'll more than likely get the work you assign to them done in less time than it takes you to complete these tasks. Either of these options would be easy for you to get started with just a few hours a week and could grow as time goes on and they become more familiar with your business. Overall, you want to make sure you're spending the time you have available to work in your business on tasks that will increase the success of your small business. Prioritize your task list by which items will make the biggest impact on your business and focus your attention to those tasks first. Make sure you're taking breaks. The fastest way to burnout would be to not take care of yourself. If you find yourself working on a task in your business and you feel you're spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere, it may be time to take a little break. When you take this break, you may find your decision-making skills improve. You may also be more creative without feeling excessive stress from working straight through the workday without any breaks. You don't have to feel like you need to take a long break. Even setting yourself up on a schedule of working for 50 minutes and then taking a 10-minute break can overall help you get more accomplished. If you feel like you've lost your focus on a project, try getting in a quick walk or some sort of exercise. Even though I mentioned earlier how you may need to get up early or stay up late to get things done in your business, you also want to make sure you're setting sleep as a high priority and you're getting enough sleep every day. When you start functioning on very little sleep, you'll notice your productivity will start to diminish. Sleep is important to staying focused and to ensure you remain healthy. Are you starting to get a grasp on just how many hours you need to work in your small business? Create a schedule and try to stick to it as much as you possibly can. I mentioned in the beginning of this podcast that one area of deciding how many hours you need to spend working in your business depends on your definition of success. So how do you define success in your small business? Is it the revenue or money? Is it the amount of time you can spend with family and friends? Is it the impact you're making on other individuals? Or is it something entirely different? Every business owner is different, and you want to make sure you're basing your success and work-life balance on yourself and not other businesses or their owners. Make sure you consider your health and happiness when you put your own value on success. Whenever you're working in your business, you should be working as efficiently as possible and creating a work-life balance that you enjoy. Have a strategy for getting all of your work done and know your limits. If you've been thinking about starting your own business and you have an interest in becoming a bookkeeper, you'll definitely want to check out my 4-step framework for creating a profitable bookkeeping business. In 3 months or less, you'll gain the confidence, skills, and knowledge to create a profitable bookkeeping business without feeling alone, overwhelmed, or confused about your next steps. This program is for entrepreneurs who want to start, grow, or scale their bookkeeping business. I'll be opening this program up soon. You can sign up for the waitlist and you'll be the first to know about this exciting opportunity. To make sure you get all of the upcoming notifications, go to financialadventure.com/elevate-waitlist. I'll post a link where you are listening to this podcast for you to sign up as well. All right, to recap this episode. Number 1, how many hours you need to work in your small business depends on the type of business, your definition of success, your family obligations, and even what you're working on when you say you're putting in the hours in your business. Number 2, is your business full-time or part-time? If this is your main area of income, you'll find yourself working more hours in your business, and the success of your business will be more important than ever. If it's a part-time business, you may find you need to work additional hours outside of your normal 9 to 5. Number 3, take a look at your family life. You want to make sure you find time for these people that matter the most to you and make sure you're spending the appropriate amount of time with them. When you're just starting a small business, you may need to let them know that this is a new venture and it will be taking up a lot more of your time, but in the future, this should be able to change. Number 4, set up strict family time or hours you can spend with your loved ones. You'll be able to plan your days much more efficiently and reach the work-life balance you're striving for. Number 5, when you're spending time working in your business, you want to make sure you're doing everything you can to be the most efficient. Find out when you do your best work. Schedule your most important and highest priority work during these hours. Number 6, don't continue to hustle until you reach the stage of burnout. Know when you have reached your limit and when you should get additional help. Number 7, make sure you're spending the time you have available to work in your business on tasks that will increase the success of your small business. Prioritize your task list by which items will make the biggest impact on your business and focus your attention to those tasks first. Number 8, the fastest way to burnout would be to not take care of yourself. Make sure that you're taking breaks. You could even set yourself up on a schedule of working 50 minutes and then taking a 10-minute break to overall help you get more accomplished. Number 9, make sure you're getting enough sleep and set this as a priority. When you start functioning on very little sleep, you will notice your productivity will start to diminish. Number 10, create a schedule and stick to it as much as you possibly can. How you define success in your small business is going to be based on money, the amount of time you spend with your family and friends, the impact you're making on other individuals, or it could be something totally different. Make sure you're basing your success and your work-life balance on yourself and not other businesses or their owners. Consider your health and happiness when you put your own value on your success. And you know I'm going to ask, what's at least one thing you'll take away from this episode that will help your business succeed and grow your bottom line? If you need some accountability, join our private Facebook community and post your action item. We'd love to support you. Thanks for taking the time to tune into this episode of Mastering Your Small Business Finances. If you enjoyed this episode as much as I enjoyed creating it for you, I'd love for you to give it a 5-star rating and subscribe to the show so you never miss an episode. Visit financialadventure.com for the show notes, links from this episode, and while you're there, leave a comment if you have a topic you're interested in learning more about that affects your bottom line. If you're looking for a community where you can ask questions and get feedback about your small business, join my private Facebook group. You can find the links to this group and more on financialadventure.com. And remember, any financial information shared on this podcast is not to be considered professional, financial, or tax advice and should not be solely relied upon. Please consult your CPA or tax advisor for an opinion on your specific circumstances. I'm looking forward to having you tune in next time. Until then, dream big, follow your heart, and love what you do.